Not for the life of me forget the sacrifices that I chose to make and blame everybody else for my life not working. That's very immature. This is Kamata Louisa Siama, and I'm so happy to have you back. And I hope you're gonna have fun today. So, this is our weekly recap session where we reflect on the week we've had and we look forward to the week ahead of us. Quick tea. I filmed these Monday chats on Sunday. This is just the time for me to really reflect and relax and just gather my thoughts and really just speak to you. So today I Sunday was really busy, or Sunday was just a bit hectic. So I decided to just wake up in the morning and do this vlog on Monday. And I'm excited for this commitment because, to be honest with you, I set the time and I set the intention. But when it came to waking up and actually doing it, child, the contemplation, I was like, man, bruh, these people gonna get this video on Tuesday. But then it's gonna mess up with my week because one thing I like is being consistent, but also having things in order. I think I appreciate order more than I'm in tune with just me being disciplined as much, right? So I was like, oh, so it's gonna come out Tuesday. It doesn't look cute. It doesn't look proper. It's not. It's not giving, right? And also it's not aligning with this decision of me not doing this vlog is not all this chat is not aligning with where I want to be. So I coffee made myself coffee and decided, let me just talk and let me just see what's up. It's currently, I think, 20 to 4 a.m. and I'm happy that I woke up. I'm happy that I was present for the goals that I wanted and the dreams that I had, right? I I love content creation. I've loved YouTube for many years now. Back in my 20s, where I was still banking, I was still like living in the back rooms of office spaces, trying to go to school, and just trying to be independent. I loved it. I was scared of it, and I always waited for whatever felt like the right time. And I've obviously the right time never came, right? Because the time you are thinking about such an idea is the right time, right? Especially when it comes to content creation. I've always just never really appreciated the time and just the zeitgeist, the spirits of where I was. I think back in my 20s, I could have had so much content, but I feared I didn't have the right camera, I didn't have the right look, I was too fat, I wanted to lose weight, I didn't have the content that I desired for. Because initially, I really just wanted to just have cooking videos, right, and just really enjoy my time in the kitchen. Um, and so many times I just never really had um that moment, so to say, or those funds. But I should have made the most of it. I should have made the most of what I had. And we can't take back the time that we've lost. All we can do is utilize the time that we have right now to the best of to the best of our ability, right? And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm being present where I am. I'm being present now. At 34 years old, I'm being present now, right? I cannot be afraid to say I live at home. I cannot be afraid to say I live in the small three-quarter bed, not even a double bed, three-quarter bed, um, and a small office space. I just revamp my room every now and then, every year actually. But I move it around. I move my beds around and clean under. Um, but just a small office space, and I want, I really want to celebrate myself because I had this epiphany this other day. I was looking around at the things that over the years I've taught myself to really elevate my content creation, to elevate everything that I want to do in terms of tech. I bought myself a wider screen with some previous job that I've had. I've upgraded my phone. I've done a lot to put me in a position where I can do what I want to do, you know. And just because it's not working out yet does not mean that there's no progress. I look at my business, the Factually company. We are in the agro processing sector. We manufacture um, chili relish, mango relish, as well as vegetable relish. And I look at how last year I really revamped the whole branding and had so many amazing ideas and had some other insights from other people onto how to grow a business. And I look at that and I have to appreciate where I come from. In the years prior, all I had was just an idea to create acha and to have this product out there, but my product was not the same as it was now. I really believe in my product right now. I believe in what it stands for. We are we sell acha, right? So for all intents and purposes. Um, this is our flagship product, Acha, right? So I call it Mango Relish because it is just a blend of spices, of mango, of preserved mango and oil, right? And we mix it together in our own special way. And we put our products out there. And what makes us stand apart from other competitors is that our acha, we preserve it in a different way. We don't use copious amounts of oil, as well as we add our own special spice blend in it, right? And if you know acha and if you enjoy acha and if you are a connoisseur of acha, you would understand the difference in taste and in texture and yeah, in taste and in texture when it comes to acha, right? I cannot sell this product to somebody who does not love preserved foods, who does not love the changes in structure and the structure of food when it comes to this product being taken through a process. This is why I'm in the agro processing sector. I take fruits, I take vegetables, and I process them into something else, right? Agro processing. If you're taking an orange and making orange juice, you are agro processing that word because you're using agricultural elements or just food and processing. If you take peanuts and process it into peanut butter, the process of it determines or qualifies you to be in the agro processing sector, where you manufacture peanut butter, right? And just quick tea, the knowledge that I have of my industry also has just really evolved throughout last year. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Every year as an entrepreneur, you get to grow, to be honest with you. This is why people always say, no, the first 5 years of a business really determines whether you fail or lose. And I've had my business since 2022, and I want to be honest with you, sales have not been great. I'm not great at sales. I'm great at manufacturing. I'm great at branding, right? I'm great at ideas of how I can market my business, but I haven't really implemented them because of fear of being seen, of um, fear of failing, but not so much. I think the most fear is being seen. You know, when you're selling a product like Acha, it feels like you failed in life and this is your last option. And it just feels like you're just grasping at straws, trying to just get something. But to me, I've always loved cooking. My joy is in people tasting my food and appreciating the craftsmanship behind it. So when my chef career didn't work out as I had planned, acha and mango relish and chili relish was an ode to that time in my life. I had to change careers because it was not leading me to the life that I wanted. And in changing careers, I I still kept just that little pleasure, that little love, just that connection between me and the love I feel when people just enjoy my food and um, are are satisfied, you know. So actually, for me, it's not just a project that I want to make money from. It's an experience I want people to have. It's um, it's a memory that I want people to have in their minds. Um, yeah, this is for me. This is my joy. If I could do nothing and live off acha and the products that I make, I would be a happier woman. I would be a happier woman. In my last video, I talk about the sacrifices that I've made, and one of those was not dating as much, which prevented me from not potentially having not being pregnant as much because we all know that at some point, or not, this is not everybody's story, but at some point in your life, in your dating life, you've had sex, right? And for me, this was always just the biggest hurdle, in my dating career, in my dating journey. uh, I faced a lot of rejection because I wasn't having sex and I was very stubborn and I didn't want to have sex with anybody. So the conversation always dwindled away after two, three conversations because they realized my values and what I stand for, and it just dipped. Some ghosted, some just made me feel very stupid. Some people thought that they could just run a mile around me, and I changed my mind, and that was never the case. Right? I can be very strong-willed, and so the sacrifice was in me sticking to my values and sticking to my guns, and as a result of that, I had to assume a very active kind of, I have to do everything on my own position, and beautifully so because just in terms of how I grew up and just the life I've had growing up and seeing different relationships, I realized from a very young age that take care of your business, babe. Make sure that you have money for you and it's your money. And if you ever want to have kids, make sure that you can afford them because kids will be yours. Whether you're married or you're single, kids will be yours. And I made a decision early on that I really just want to have a better experience for my kids in life. And in my 20s, I never really was settled. I was never very settled. So hence the decision not to have kids earlier in my years. Yeah, I want different, you know. Plus, I still live at home, and I heard my mother tell me. I heard my mother when she said she doesn't want to have grandbabies, or she doesn't want to have teenage pregnancies or me being pregnant while I still live in the house. I heard her. You know, I'm a very obedient. I was a very obedient child to a certain degree. So I say this to say that in the season that I'm in right now, where it feels like life is not coming together, I cannot for the life of me forget the sacrifices that I chose to make and blame everybody else for my life not working. That's very immature and childish. There are instances where family does come in the picture and does really put just a just a hard stop into some of your decisions and really influence some of the decisions that you've made. But at the end of the day, you make those decisions. This is what accountability is all about. And this is what growing up is all about, taking accountability. So I had to be accountable to the actions that I took, even under the influence of whatever party that I allowed, right? Um, this is what growing up is all about. Um, just a second. My camera or my alarm. My alarm was ringing. Just yeah. So accountability, very important, very 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 important. Moving on this week, I'd love to have just clarity on where I should go and how I should move. And I could sit here and tell you about my life, but I really want to just be concise and tell you about this week. I cannot explain to you the clarity or just the clarity I've had when it comes to me relaxing and me just evaluating the steps that I want to take. I think that these past few days where I was not overstimulating myself with looking busy and looking productive and just sitting down and relaxing and just watching series and just really calming down and reflecting. This These moments have helped me understand or evaluate some of the areas where I'm not showing up for myself and where I'm not showing up for my business. And it has these days have given me the clarity to see what I can do to change the situation of the lack of sales, lack of consistency, and the direction that I want to take. So this week, I'm happy. I'm excited to see what the week ahead brings, and I'm excited to just really put in the work. If you can do nothing else, just put in the work, right? And it will speak for you, right? I hope I'm clear. This is a one take video, so I will not be retaking this. Um, but also this will be an exercise for me to really make sure that issues together before I start talking. Right? I feel like I'm cutting my eyes out, and this is the best part. Um, yeah, but I need to be clear. I appreciate the moments where I wasn't as busy because they gave me the clarity to just really reflect on the dreams and desires that I've had and address some of the reasons why I'm not where I want to be. So, closing shots. Give yourself the time. If you've ever felt anxious and felt like you don't have direction and you don't know where you're going, sit down. This is the time for you to sit down, take a breather, take a breather, see what you have been doing, what you like, and listen to your heart. If you want to continue to do what you've been doing, look at how you can improve it. Look at the areas where you need to improve it. You want to change course. It's not going to be easy, but it is possible. Believe yourself, trust your intuition, and leap. Yeah, those are my parting shots. Just leap, right? What would you lose? What could you lose? Um, yeah, I really want to address the lack of confidence I've had throughout these years, the not feeling beautiful, the feeling very lost, very directionless. I want to address a lot of things, but I'm gonna leave it for another session. Uh, this is the time for honesty. I've held on to anger for so long, and I think for the most part, I've blamed my mother, and I've blamed her actions a lot, and I had forgotten that when I made those decisions, I said I will be accountable. This is not to exclude her portion or her part, um, but it is to say that I am a grown ass woman and where I am as a result of the decisions that I've made, right? And I need to be accountable to that. Yeah. So another team, just be accountable, reflect, release, leap. Yeah. Your favorite auntie, Kamasa Louisa Siamo. Enjoy the rest of your week.